Yeah, I would not be surprised that. But here we go. We're heading into the game one of the second semifinal.
Yeah, KUROMI's on the left side. He has the first pick here.
That is something to note here, as players are taking their time on the pre-bans. Going to the tournament, the first game is the most important, so there's a chance that these players actually didn't prepare that much against each other. But we do see a Viva Chill in the pre-ban, as well as the Water Twin Angel.
Yeah, so Water Twin Angel catching a ban, and so does the Viva. KUROMI with the first pick. What could he potentially be taking? Maybe the Cigar, knowing that his opponent probably wants to draft a unit like that.
Yeah, Sagar would definitely make sense here. I'm a bit surprised that I guess KUROMI was the... No. That KUROMI was the one to ban the Water Twin Angel.
I refuse.
Maybe a little bit of a camaraderie between the two of them there too, KUROMI just flashing the Rakan there, really liking that unit, and GARRGAR not phased by it at all. He's staying focused on the match, and we'll see what he responds with to the Chandra first pick here.
Yeah, I think Chandra's a great first pick. It's the first pick that I like to take as well. 33 speed lead Vanessa with a Gio, so I feel like we're in a world of demanding that turn one when we're showcasing that 33 already, but it's really nice to be able to pivot out of that, knowing the value you get with Vanessa on the field.
That is a very early Gio pick, like insanely early. Chandra does have like that skill 2, giving an extra turn, so Gio is a fine pick into Chandra, but I mean, with so many other monsters to come, especially that Tian Lang that was in the most drafted, so you definitely knew that this was coming, and it's such a hard counter against this Gio.
Ooh, so Tian Lang, and then we're going to get the Ashores coming back into the draft here for KUROMI. I do like these units. I think the Ashore is a very, very good unit here, especially going up against Vanessa and Gio.
Yeah, for sure. Having that silence on the skill 2 to silence the Vanessa skill 3, and then just massive damage and heals on the skill 3. But now GARRGAR responding with even more revives, going for Nana and a Narsha for a lot of damage.
Yeah, anytime I see that where they go Vanessa and then they bring out the Nana as well, I think of someone who is conceding to losing a unit, knowing that something can get one shot here.
Yeah, are we going to see the Ada here? There are a lot of defense breaks. Literally every single unit on the side of GARRGAR defense breaks. But the Arda is getting locked in. Wow.
I hate that. I hate that this unit's even here right now, knowing that there is 4 defense breaks on the other side of the field. Not even just that, but like Gio is very consistent with stunning too. It's going to be built on Despair, whether you like it or not. And that Ada is probably going to get Despair stunned up here by not just the Gio, but the Nana as well.
Yeah, I'm not an Arda hater per se, but in this match I am definitely an Arda hater. There are just far too many defense breaks, especially on high accuracy units. It does work in the Narsha, sure. Like most Narshas are probably not going to be built on super high accuracy, and obviously they're going to be critting a lot. What?
What world is... I'm just... yes, it's happened. Okay, it's happened. We got a 24 speed lead for KUROMI and 33 out here for GARRGAR. They know something that we don't, Topa, and that's all I could say when it comes to something like that.
Yeah, clearly Arda, I guess, was the best pick in the world, because apparently it got the ban there, and we'll just go from there.
Yeah. We're gonna move on here. So the Hug's coming out for sure, and we've got the third skill going out, not landing a slow on anybody here, but Tian Lang, holy value out of that second skill.
Yeah, Tian Lang definitely picking up the slack for the Chandra there, and now Dooman coming with the skill 3. It is going to go right through all the revives, but it doesn't land.
Ooh. Yeah, it gets resisted there. That's where it's super unfortunate with that third skill, trying to get that Curse of Death on it. No death is going to be happening here, but Ashore is going to do his own version of death, landing a nice silence there on top of Narsha.
Yeah, definitely a nice silence there. Doesn't want that Narsha proccing out and then potentially, getting that one shot on a unit there. We're seeing a violent Nana and a Despair Tian Lang, some unusual builds.
Yeah, Despair Tian Lang, super surprising. Maybe this is where things start getting interesting. Maybe KUROMI really was cooking with something, and that Arda was on something we were not expecting to see at all. And now we're getting Despair Tian Lang.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it explains all those stuns he got turn 1 and makes it a bit more justifiable. But yeah, I mean, that Tianlang has put in a lot of work here and definitely getting all these turns from the Gyo getting attack bar.
Yeah, so a super great dismount there for KUROMI. But let's keep in mind, we do have revives. There's one orb sitting on top of Nana and a Vanessa, which can get her revive up very consistently.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta say once again, I really hate that Artemil ban. I feel like it was literally the worst possible ban he could have made. That the Dooman already missed her Curse of Death here too. Like, imagine that Curse of Death landed, this game would have been over.
Oh yeah, 100%. Well, that suppression's going to be landing on top of that Dooman. We've got skills available, and we're going to get that Narsha. It's killed, dismounted, comes back, mounted. Oh, but that is a very fortunate additional turn there for KUROMI. He's able to re-dismount the Narsha again.
Yeah, the Narsha coming back with that low of attack bar was never going to be taking a turn while on the mount, but now there are a lot of defense breaks on the side of KUROMI, and that Narsha might be able to get a one-shot in here.
Yep, potentially. Now that orb is sitting on top of Nana, so that means the revive that was used by Narsha was the Vanessa passive. So it in a world where, you know, he can get another orb, but he's got to confirm a kill on one of these defense broken units.
Oh, that is huge that he missed the kill there, because this Fire Bake is coming in here with the cleanse, with the heal, and also the kill on the Nana. He's looking to just confirm the kill on this Narsha here once and for all.
Yep. Suppression's going to be landing once again on the Tianlang, trying to keep that unit back here. Let's see if there's any Despair stuns. Can't really confirm this is a Despair Nana, and it probably is. We have the Curse of Death ready. And he needs to try and land it this time and not get resisted, but he's just going to go for skill 1, finish off that Nana first.
Yeah, you know, safe play, getting rid of the Nana, doesn't want to give GARRGARR the chance to get a kill here and get the snowball rolling there. And yeah, it's still looking very good for KUROMI here. The Tianlang will be dropping most likely, but I think it is too little too late for GARRGARR.
Yeah, for sure, because that's going to be a dead Narsha right there. We've got Curse of Death coming out on top of the Gyo. Gyo losing a ton of HP right here, and those additional turns are not going to help it. KUROMI with a round 1 victory over GARRGARR.
Yeah, landing the Curse of Death second time. I mean, at that point the game was over anyway, so Dooman basically didn't do anything the entire match. And KUROMI still winning that game is just kind of wild. And you know, can't help but think maybe there was a better ban than Artemil on the board.
Yeah, what? There was 4 other better bans than Arda on the board. Oh, yeah, well, that was unfortunate.
KUROMI does end up taking the game 1 with his Artemil getting banned out, and we'll see how GARRGARR can adjust here in the game 2.
You know, I really hope we get to see the Arda again at a better place, but like justifies why it was banned out. I really want to know what GARRGARR saw, or maybe what information he knows to why he felt like he had to ban out the Arda. So I am curious to hear like potentially what it is, because that could have been another one of those units that KUROMI's preparing. Just the same way that he cooked up his Vampire Rakan.
Yeah, definitely. You know, maybe GARRGARR just has some PTSD from Artemil, but we'll see if he gets drafted here again. The pre-bans are coming out, you know, very meta pre-bans here in the Hey Gang and the Cigar. And GARRGARR with the first pick, we'll see if he takes the Water Twin Angels here.
Yep, I do like those pre-bans. They're very strong, very meta-relevant units, like you said. We've got the Fire Baek is going to be the first pick this time for GARRGARR.
Yeah, you know, stealing that away from KUROMI, seeing how much work it put in, and now KUROMI going right back and taking that Nana away from GARRGARR.
That's interesting that's how he's going to be playing there, taking that unit away. There's the Chandra. I'm thinking... Like, okay, there we go. So he's going to take the Chandra back. We're busting out with the Water Twin Angels and Viva Chill this time. I like this opener for KUROMI a lot better.
Yeah, I do like this opening. A lot of hesitation there, though. You know, was originally going to be taking the Nana, then takes it back for Chandra, and then ultimately decides on the Water Twin Angels. You know, all fine options, but I guess this is just the direction that he chooses to take this draft.
Wow, look at this priority pick here on the Nana. He flashed it, and he's like, I need it. Got to take it away. So he's going to draft the Nana himself. And the Narsha as well here for GARRGARR.
Yeah, you know, I do like the Nana pick here. You know, obviously having the KUROMI having the Viva Chill here, it is looking to just get rid of a unit right away, and Nana, somewhat prevents that. But, you go slow like this, and you're just gonna get that Doom Man right away.
Yo, Chromi's cooking. We're seeing the Dak Pola Queen coming out here. Lydia. I didn't think I was gonna see a Lydia in SWC tonight.
Yeah, that was not on my bingo board either, seeing a Lydia tonight, but it is in the draft, and we'll see how much it does.
Yep, we definitely will. Dude, these guys are all over the place. What is happening? This is the more than likely Swift. Oh my God, its name escapes me right now because it's not Jessica, but I'm gonna call it Water Jessica.
It is Irene, yeah, getting drafted by GARRGARR here, and also Sierra to round out the draft, picking up some sort of damage and looking to probably just throw that Lydia in a suitcase here.
Yeah, good old Irene is going to get drafted here. Ciara's going to be wrapping up the draft, and a quick Carnal is going to be wrapping up Chromi's draft here. So we've got bans coming out right now.
Yeah, does see lock in the Carnal, 3 seconds left here. Probably will do that. There's no immunity inside of GARRGARR here, so definitely a very strong unit in the Carnal here. I do like that. We'll see what the bans are. Might even choose to ban out the Irene here.
I mean, Irene is a very, very sharp pick here, but I think we should ban out the Nana, to be honest, so that we can drop units and not have to worry about it. But no, Irene is going to be catching a ban. That is wild. We are seeing some really interesting things getting drafted here.
Yeah, now he still does have the Doom Man, so it's not super worried about the Nana. I mean, the Doom Man, makes it with the Curse of Death is unrevivable, and that would actually even waste the orb of the Nana. And KUROMI is going to be taking turn 1 with the Water Twin Angels here.
Let's see if he's going to be setting up a strip and setting up a defense break and not getting anything except the strip on the CR here.
Yeah, not getting the defense break, and Vivichel doesn't have an opportunity to use the skill 3 here. Just opts to go for the skill 2 to get the immunity. But Narsha does buff remove, and we might be looking at dead Lydia here.
Ooh, opting to go for the Doomon instead.
Yeah, goes for the Doom Man, gets resisted in the defense break. Doom Man also getting resisted on that. Not silenced by suppression.
No bomb. No bomb's going to be landing on the Doomon, so Doomon's going to be looking powerful still. We're going to get some skills off, and that's not at all what GARRGARR wanted to see.
Yeah, definitely not. And we're also going to be seeing this Lydia. Oh.
Hold the phone. He doesn't want to press that third button, and he finally did. Ciara is going to be holding on to it because I feel like that's the perfect place to put it when they want to gain extra turns placing bombs, because Curse of Death, it's what a better place for it.
Yeah, that was a very interesting play coming out of KUROMI, and I actually kind of like it there. He notices that his Doom Man has a defense break there. It's unlike the Live, so he doesn't get any extra value from the Curse of Death. So he instead opts to try and buff remove that speed buff from the Narsha so that the Lydia has a guaranteed crit on it. But Lydia fortunately still gets the crit and actually even does more damage as a result, since it is depending on the opponent's speed there.
Oh man, this Doomon is probably going to drop here. I know he wanted to keep it alive, but I don't think it's going to be alive much longer. I feel like maybe he should have invested that time into going after the CR and knowing he may lose that unit. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, the Doom Man stays alive just long enough, that Water Twin Angels gain that fortunate pushback on the Narsha as well. And the Curse of Death does take out the CR right there, also burning the Nana orb, although Nana will be picking up another orb here, and the Narsha might be looking to pick up another.
Oof, that was a lot of damage going towards Narsha, but it gets the additional turn with more damage going towards Viva. GARRGARR with a beautiful swing in his favor right now with 2 orbs on Nana.
Yeah, in a commanding position, that is a lot of orbs, and there's still a lot of damage with that dismounted Narsha.
Yep, there's that big skill 2 right there, getting the stuns there. We've got Narsha coming back, more damage pummeling into the defense break, sitting on top of that Viva Chill here.
Yeah, and Narsha has skill 2 available here. Ooh, Viva Chill getting the violent proc and getting the dismount on the Narsha as well. I don't think KUROMI has enough to hold this back here, but might be.
Yeah, it might be. We'll see, but that's going to be a lot of damage coming from Narsha. Drops that unit, breaks the shield off the Twin Angels. I don't think KUROMI has what it takes. There's just too many orbs sitting on top of Nana.
Yeah, as much as we've been glazing the Twin Angels today, you know, this is just a this is a bit far-fetched here, you know. A 1v5 essentially with those 2 orbs on top of Nana.
Yep. So even if he lands the defense break, gets the kills. Oh, he went for the stuns instead, but he only got one unit to get stunned up there, which was the Narsha. But look at all that damage rolling in here. He's got heal blocked, everything. He's got all the bad stuff happening to him at the moment. Lands the defense break here, but here's the finisher right there. GARRGARR getting a match on the board.
Yeah, not going down without a fight, that's for sure. And, you know, still obviously very much in this game. It is tied at 1-1 right now. And, yeah, you know, finding enough damage in this draft to counter that Dooman right there, even though it did resist the Narsha and the Sierra Bomb.
Yep, exactly. So let's see what happens here, you know, with KUROMI's draft. I really still want to see, as much as we hated the Arda draft, I just want to see what it was. What was it?
Yeah, we might be seeing it as we head into Game 3 and the pre-bans.
Pre-bans getting locked in here. We have Cigar, we have Hagang. They are now available as we get into round number 3 right here.
Yep, players are taking their time. You know, this is a very pivotal moment in the game here. We're at 1-1, and you know, if you win this, you're at match point, and it's definitely a position that they want to find themselves in. So taking the time with their pre-bans here.
Yeah, it looks like GARRGARR is definitely going to be taking his time here. Here we go. So there it is. Fire Bayek is going to be catching a pre-ban. Viva Chill catching a pre-ban as well.
Yeah, interesting to see the Fire Bayek get in the pre-ban there. You know, GARRGARR did pick it very early on the second draft, but KUROMI did have it in the first game. And, you know, typically, I guess, the odd games tend to be similar and even games tend to be similar since, you know, you have the same first pick. So interesting to see that the Fire Bayek is now banned, so KUROMI won't be able to take it for himself this game.
And so he flashed the Chandra. Last time he'd swapped the Chandra and went twins here. The water twins, and doesn't do it here, though.
Yeah, locks in the Chandra, very solid there. I guess not valuing the Water Twins in this matchup nearly as much. And GARRGARR quickly responded with a Cigar and taking the Water Twins, seems like.
Yep, I agree with that. I think this is a great opener to drop into the field. They take the Chandra, you can take the Water Twins. You know, in that swaps as well, like if they go with a Water Twins, I think it's totally fine taking a Chandra. Yeah,
that is great, you know. The Chandra and Water Twins are somewhat, you know, interchangeable, both having Water Unit at 24 lead. Obviously, they do different things. Chandra does a lot more damage, Water Twins is a lot more utility, but both still complement the Cigar extremely well. And now KUROMI responding with a Hagang and an Okeanos once again.
Yep, we're loving seeing Okeanos coming back into the meta. We have a Josephine, and you know what? I'm behind this Josephine. I feel like we have now justified a great Josephine opportunity. We're getting skill 1 stuns from Chandra, Okeanos with Rain of Stones, Despair stuns coming from Hagang. This is a very fair Josephine right now.
Yeah, sure is. It is a bit weak into the Hagang, like turn 1, you can't really, you know, you can't go strip provoking anything, but later on in the game, there are not any buffs currently on the side of KUROMI other than, I guess, that defend from the Chandra, and he's not looking to pick any buffers either.
We've got Chow coming back into the matches here, but there's a Gapsu on the other side. Like, why are we justifying the Gapsu unless we're banning that out already?
Yeah, this is very strange Chow pick. There's 0 fire units on the side of GARRGARR. There's even a wind unit with a defense break. There's plenty of heals. Like, I don't really see this Chow doing a whole lot. Also, last second puts in the patter there, and GARRGARR is looking to finish this draft off in Oliver here.
Yeah, so with the lack of immunity, I think the Oliver is going to be a very, very good pick. And I feel like you're either banning out the Gaps or you're banning out the Oliver, and I feel like maybe Oliver is the unit to be banned out now.
Yeah, I think this is looking very difficult for KUROMI, in my opinion. You know, that Chow doesn't really do a whole lot. I would have actually liked to see KUROMI. What, the Chow gets banned? I don't know anymore.
I don't know anymore either. That is amazing that this is happening. Where Gar's banning out Arda, he's banning out Chow. He's playing his own game, man. But we're getting into it, guys. This is match number 3, and we've got Water Twin Angels kicking things off.
Yeah, I'm just completely baffled by these bans on the Arda and the Chow. But you know what? I mean, he did lose the first game where he banned the Arda, but he was still on the board. So GARRGARR definitely does have a plan here, and we'll see if it comes to fruition.
Yeah, so he breaks all those shields, gets the slows on the field gaps to Water Twin Angels and Cigar hold no shields. We've got Josephine looking to cycle a little bit of something here. Can she lock down any stuns?
Yeah, cannot get the provoke on the Okeanos there because of the will, but I probably still would have liked to go for it and then maybe try to get the violent proc. But now Okeanos getting the full team stun, even though there are 2 water units.
Yeah, beautiful Rain of Stones locking everybody down on GARRGARR's side of the field here. And it looks like Cigar might be catching all the attention right now. Oh.
Yeah, just, I mean, this is a little bit just biding time, I feel like. There's no defense break inside of KUROMI. There's not that much immediate damage, you know? This is like, you have the Chandra and Okeanos combo here, but this is why, like, the Cigar is so much better. Because you get those defense breaks, and then Chandra is able to capitalize on that guaranteed crit skill 1 damage.
Yep. Damage is starting to ramp right now as he's hitting these Water Twin Angels. Water Twin Angels approaching 50% right now, looking pretty low.
Yeah, Water Twin Angels typically, you know, not built super tanky. They're just focusing a lot on that speed, and Josephine just being the CC unit on her own here.
Yep, exactly why he wanted to take that Josephine was to lock a bunch of units down here. Nice little additional turn. We can go with the Rain of Stones if he wants. But I think resetting's not the option. We're going with a Rain of Stones instead.
Yeah, choose to go for the Rain of Stones. I do like that. You know, you reset, there's a chance Josephine procs anyway. So, like, resetting her on a, you know, you're using a 3-turn cooldown to reset a 2-turn cooldown doesn't feel like a whole lot of value. So, I do like just throwing the stuns out there. And now, you know, transforming the powder, getting the immunity up and cleansing the team.
Yep, definitely a good decision there. Looks like that reset's going out on top of Cigar and landing as well. So there's that third skill from Chandra trying to get the slow across the entire board, and he was able to get it.
Yeah, KUROMI might have just enough crowd control here to make it out. You know, that the Hey Gang is not doing too much here. I mean, it is providing a little bit of attack bar every time this Gapsu moves and cleanses something, but the Chandra slows. He might have enough of a turn advantage to be able to drop these units on GARRGARR's side.
That was interesting that KUROMI didn't opt for a Heigang skill 2 and remove the shields from everybody, because he ended up just despair stunning the Josephine anyways.
Yeah, that was rather strange, I thought, as well. You know, their shields and no units were really stunned, so I feel like there would have been a good value on the Heigang S2, but choose to go for the skill 1 and save the skill 2 for later here.
Yeah, getting glancing on the Cigar I think is beneficial as well, but there it is, but this time the shields are coming up.
Yeah, this Heigang is also looking dangerously low here. You know, Josephine getting the additional turn 2, pumping even more damage into this Heigang.
Yep, and there's nothing that he can do about that damage, and I do believe the Heigang is going to drop. The only thing that can save Heigang at the moment is a hug from the Chandra, which I do believe is down for one more turn here.
Yeah, that hug is out of commission for a little bit. He just used it in the Okeanos here, and Patter did get a nice violent proc, but still 1 turn away from immunity, so not going to be saving the Heigang, and he drops here.
Yep, Heigang drops. KUROMI's down a unit right now. Doesn't mean GARRGARR is in a winning territory, you know, just yet, but GARRGARR has a lot of great units where Josephine's kind of like locked in now.
Yeah, this Josephine has done a lot more work than Richard's Josephine did across all the games. And, you know, provided all those shields, stuns are coming out here. But that Okeanos did also do some incredible damage. Like that Josephine is looking a bit low.
Yep, there's that reset landing on top of Cigar once again. Here's that third skill going out, stunning up the Gapsu, but getting the slow on the Water Twin Angels.
Oh, yeah, just looking to get damage in this Josephine. Oh, Patter missing the crit, but getting the violent proc. Can he do enough damage to take out this Josephine here? Not going for it.
Oof. I know, not going for it again. Like, there's some interesting decisions being made tonight.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess he saw it as not being able to kill it, and the Gapsu would have cleansed the stun either way, so didn't see much value in it. But I think, as played, you know, GARRGARR will be taking this match.
Yeah, I believe he will HP as well. So the Josephine is going to be dropping, but so is the Chandra. Chandra is probably going to be dropping out here as well. So we've got skills up on the Cigar ready to, keep his opponent back. And not enough damage is going to be dealt there to the Chandra, but this big skill too is looking to deal the damage that he's missing.
Ooh, Patter getting the cleanse off there. Chandra will get one last slow, and these slows are monumental, and it's definitely his win condition here. He needs those slows to get that turn advantage. But now with the Chandra gone, it's not looking great for KUROMI.
Well, there's that Rain of Stones as well, destroying the shield, getting the stuns across the board, but Gapsu is the problematic unit right now for KUROMI.
Definitely is. That Gapsu skill 2 actually not doing a whole lot of damage. I wonder if this Okeanos is on some sort of minus dark, or if the Gapsu just happens to have low HP. This Okeanos still pummeling in more damage, but it's not enough.
Yep, no reset was going to be landing on top of the Scout either, so we do have some skills available. He could be stunning up the Okeanos, but I don't know if he has to, but it is a little bit of damage coming towards Okeanos, but Gapsu's landing that stun he's looking for. The reset's coming out on Patter, landing the provokes on Patter.
Yeah, missing that reason Okeanos on the Cigar. I think this is the spell the end of this match. KUROMI getting another violent proc on the Okeanos, but unfortunately got my wait.
Holy, so he does drop that Cigar there with his Patter, but this is definitely going to be it right there for the Okeanos, and it's just the lonely Patter right now, where we have Sustain on the side of GARRGARR, and of course the passive to help keep the Gapsu alive as well.
Yeah, I mean, Patter, as strong of a unit as it is, I don't think it will be beating out a Gapsu here, so... Especially, Patter being a unit that scales on max HP, his damage gets lower as the game goes on, as opposed to something like a Tyrannus or a Bellio that are defense scaling. Like those, their damage does not drop off and would have a lot more solo potential here.
Yep, looking for the stun, lands the stun, gets the additional turn, drops that unit right there. GARRGARR with a round 3 victory over KUROMI.
Yeah, taking the, from being down 1-0, now taking the lead 2-1. And, he is looking to get his revenge here as well.
Yep, he definitely is. So let's see what happens as we get into game number 4 here. We are at match point for GARRGARR, so we'll see if he's got what it takes there to close things out.
We are, yeah. KUROMI did get that first game, but now he needs to regain, that control that he had in that first game, and maybe pick that Artemil.
I just want to see it because I want to know what it is. Like, what is the surprise that you were cooking up before in the past? I gotta see it. I'm just so curious right now.
Yeah, well, we are heading into game 4 here with the pre-bans coming out shortly.
Yep, and there is your pre-bans from last time, Viva Chill and Fire Baek. Oh, Water Twins making their way back in the pre-ban with Hey Gang.
Yeah, Hey Gang is in the pre-ban once again, but yeah, KUROMI changing it up to the Water Twins now. He was using it, and it has not been working out super well for him, and I guess now, I don't know, maybe he's banning himself from using the Water Twins here, and just decides to pre-ban it.
Yeah, it could be the situation, but let's see what happens here. We've got KUROMI, no, I'm sorry, not KUROMI, GARRGARR with first pick here.
Yeah, they're really taking his time here. Maybe was not expecting to see that Water Twin Angel ban. Probably looking to just lock in a Cigar.
Ooh, Chandra. Chandra's going to be the first pick here. Do you split the difference? And then KUROMI goes Cigar and then a Veladril potentially.
Well, the two players haven't been utilizing Veladril at all, but I mean, I think he needs to be taking that Cigar. You can't let GARRGARR have that Chandra Cigar combination. It's far too strong for when there's no Hey Gang or Water Twin Angels available either.
Yeah, Will takes it. He's going to go with double Slayers. So Wind and Bison and Connell are going to be the units that he's going to lock in here. There's very tanky units as well.
Yeah, super tanky units coming out there. Very early Carnal pick. He used to be a very, contested unit, strong unit. I mean, hasn't been nerfed or anything, so still that very strong unit, but it's definitely falling out of favor a little bit in the meta. So we'll see how GARRGARR responds to this.
Whoa, Veligul! And after not seeing either one of these players like want to to draft up a Veligul, we're finally seeing one on the side of GARRGAR right now with the Gapsu. Gapsu Ragdoll going to be split up here. KUROMI taking Ragdoll and Dumon this time.
Yeah, Duman's another incredible again in this position. One to a slower team here. It didn't work in the game too, when GARRGAR had, you know, a lot of volatility with the Nana and you know, like 3 damage dealers with it, just able to deal with that Duman instantly. But now there's not that much damage, but there's a Gianna.
GARRGAR has a Gianna? I feel like I didn't know this. Like, where has this been all of his matches?
Yeah, exactly. That is my reaction here too. You know, it's the pocket Gianna coming out in, you know, game 4 of the semifinals here, and is it going to be the Arda?
We're gonna see it, but you want to know what? I actually like Arda here a lot better than before. We've got a Chandra, we've got a Veligul that could be built on a crit rate build. We have the Fire Baek. You know, we could be seeing a Gianna built on crit rate as well, where we're seeing a Gapsu ban, but we don't have to ban out a Gapsu, to be honest.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have. I think the Gianna has to be the ban here, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Arda gets the ban again, and it actually does.
That is so lame. But yes, I think Arda does have to get banned out there. Gianna's catching that ban here as well. Dang it, man. We almost had it.
I'm not sure if Arda warrants the ban here. I think Duman is still a scarier unit. You know, I feel like right now you're really just banking on resisting that Curse of Death because you don't have enough to like take out this Duman, and we'll see if it lands.
Yep, well, he looked for a, I think, suppression on the Fire Baek and did not get it there. I'm surprised he didn't go for the third skill onto the Gapsu, Gapsu being one of the only units there not willed up.
Yeah, I'm also surprised about that. I would have definitely just liked to see that, you know, utilizing that kill, because now you get silenced, and you know, now you might actually struggle to get that that Curse of Death off here when you have no healer, no cleanser on your side of the team.
Yeah, exactly. So he has the third skill here. He can get the stun here on Veligul, and I think he has to do it. He does not get it.
Veligul was reset turn 1 by the Cigar, so he's okay for now, but this, you know, he does have some sort of a CC here coming out of the Cigar, I mean Cardinal, and Cigar here.
Yeah, landing that defense break on top of Chandra, but Chandra is going to be shaking that off very, very quickly here. Not too much that Dumon can do at the moment, though.
Yeah, the Duman did take turn 1 here. I believe we actually saw KUROMI utilizing a Violent Duman in the first round against Matsuba. If this Duman moved first here, it's surely on Swift when GARRGAR... Wait, GARRGAR went HP lead. Never mind.
Yes, he did. So there we are, capitalizing on the defense break, sitting on top of Dumon right now. We can only land Provoke as the first skill from this Connell, and it's not going to be landing on anybody here. So the Hug's going to be coming out. He probably wants to save his Fire Baek. That's looking a little bit on the low side of things right now.
Yeah, well, this Fire Baek is likely just going to get the curse on its head and be dropping either way. Honestly, he can stun this Duman. He cannot. So utilizing the Karma here to cycle out of his debuffs, and then the Curse of Death lands through.
Yeah, so the Curse of Death is finally getting placed on the Gapsu, but we had that opportunity from the very beginning of the match to land that Curse of Death. So interesting that, you know, he didn't go for that again first turn. But Cardinal's trying to put in some work here.
Yeah, trading units there, you know, I guess GARRGAR just accepting the fact that his Fire Baek will be gone, which is maybe a slight mistake there, since, you know, the Duman was on such low HP with no heals on the side of KUROMI. Maybe could have saved that unit, but now Veligul getting a beautiful Violent proc cleansing up the team.
That is a very fortunate Violent proc right there, cleansing up everybody, getting the immunity up here. Where there is no... Oh, there is a reset, strip reset in the form of Cigar right now, but it is down at the moment. But I do think GARRGAR is going to be beelining this Wind and Bison, but Wind and Bison getting the Violent proc into the third skill there.
Yeah, very nice Violent proc right there as well. Choosing to reset the Chandra here. Now Ragdoll, just not enough damage to take out the Veligul, and that is going to be really painful now, taking a defense break and the additional turn as well.
Yep. Capitalizing on the defense break, sitting on top of this Wind and Bison. Beautiful second skill, but additional turn's going to be proccing from Wind and Bison. He can land that defense break on top of the Chandra, but opting to go and just put all of his eggs into killing the Veligul here.
Yeah, definitely a wise choice there. Getting rid of that Bella Jewel did violent proc, so had another defense break and another heal on that skill 2 up. It's just procs on both sides, you know, Cigar proc and then Bella Jewel proc back, and then Cigar proc right back at him. So this could still go either way. Gapsu does have the healing and potentially enough sustain to bring the victory for GARRGARR.
Yep, definitely that indeed. So the sustain right now for GARRGARR, where the lack of sustain on the side of KUROMI, but Karnal can provide a little bit of value if he's able to stun these units up here.
Yeah, Karnal with that slow and the stun definitely providing a lot of value. And Ragdoll, you know, the game is going on. That Ragdoll is starting to deal a lot of damage.
Yep, exactly. Big skill 2 is going to be ready to look at the push back the attack bar of the Chandra. And that Karnal put in that work on Chandra right now. He needs to land this and stun up the Ragdoll, and he's not going to be doing that here. No additional turns are going to be popping out. Chandra is going to be alive for one more match. So he can hug and then go into skill 3, but he's not going to do that.
Had he hugged, he actually had a dot on his head, so probably would have dropped to the damage over time effect there. So choosing not to use the skill 2 defend. But now Chandra is going to be dropping, and I believe KUROMI is going to be taking this to a game 5.
Ooh, so no additional turn coming out of the Gapsu. Gapsu is going to get stunned and slowed here. And there you have it. KUROMI finally getting through the units of GARRGARR. And we have that Gapsu falling short right now. Any second now. And there it is. KUROMI is going to even things out 2-2. We're going into my favorite Topa, Game 5.
Game 5. It's everything is on the line, and you know, they went to a game 5 earlier too in the prelims, and KUROMI did come out ahead. Did beat GARRGARR 3-2, so he's looking to repeat that, and GARRGARR obviously trying to reverse that the same way Pooh reversed his score against Killian Bao.
Yep, exactly that. So we'll see what happens if we get into game 5 between these two players here. This is going to be super important when it comes down to the pre-bans. Are we going to see some wild things? Are we going to see a Rakan? Is Rakan going to come out and get that victory for KUROMI or not?
Yeah, we have not seen the Rakan. You know, we've seen a bit more traditional drafting from KUROMI's side this time around. But yeah, this is a very, very important match here. You know, not only do you guarantee yourself a spot in the World Finals, the loser has to fight against Killian Bao. So that is not a match that I would be looking forward to for 3rd place.
No, not at all. So there's the pre-bans right there. Nana and Vivica making their way in the pre-bans. We've got KUROMI on the left side, and he has first pick. Let's see what he's going to be taking away from GARRGARR.
Yeah, interesting to see the pre-ban on the Nana here. KUROMI is probably expecting to be able to get his Villagel through here, and then potentially, you know, being able to swap the HP and attack bar of a unit and removing it from the field, and therefore banning out the Nana so it wouldn't be coming back. But now, you know, the Vivitchel has been pre-banned, so he has to settle for a Water Twin Angel first pick here.
Yep, so Water Twin Angels, I think this is a very fair. This is a great first pick from him. Naturally, GARRGARR is going to take the other Water 24 speed lead, Chandra, and it's going to be with Cigar this turn. I can't help but give credit to Cigar, but boy, are we seeing this Rakan coming back once again. Like, what a better way to go out into Game 5 than bringing back the Rakan.
Yeah, the Water Twin Angels actually hasn't been working too well for KUROMI. I would have liked to see him pick the Cigar first, since, you know, GARRGARR is very unlikely to take both the Chandra and the Water Twin Angels in the same draft, so he still gets one of those, and either one of those is pretty fine with the Cigar. But as it is, he picks up the Fire Baek and a Patter.
Yeah, I like the Fire Baek. Not the biggest fan of the Patter at the moment. I think we could have waited to the next round of draft to potentially bring a unit like that. But let's see what else is going to be coming to the table here. GARRGARR bringing in a Yan Hong, and I do believe he locks that in, but I don't know what this other pick is just yet. And is Masha.
Yeah, this is very similar to what I've been drafting a lot on the ladder here as well. But I'm not the biggest fan of it in this situation, and yeah, this actually just gets Artemil. Artemil is actually a pretty solid pick here now.
Art is banned. There's no way that goes through. I talk about it all the time. I think Art is an excellent unit to take when you see a Masha. To be able to strip Despair stun that unit to slow it down from providing a ton of damage, I think that's what happens here. So Art is going to be catching another ban, whether KUROMI likes it or not.
Yeah, most likely. I think 3 times Art have been drafted. I think it's going to get banned all 3 games, and will KUROMI win all 3 of those games as well? Potentially. But
Yep,
GARRGAR looking
there it
to
is.
round up this draft with a Abelio here.
Yep, Abelio is going to be the last pick. So that says that we're letting a shower through. And honestly, Art is banned. Yeah, Art is banned out just like that. Yan Hong is going to be catching a ban as well. 24 speed lead for both the players right here.
I'm not the biggest fan of the Yan Hong ban here. You have like a very bruiser team. Yan Hong does a lot turn 1, but you know, into a bruiser comp like this, she's typically a rather easy kill. I would have liked to see him split the Chandra Cigar combination here, but he actually does take a turn 1 and already silenced one of them.
Oh, that's interesting that he didn't want to even go for the third skill. He wants to get a little bit more damage to not have to worry about the Abelio.
Yeah, doesn't want to use the skill 3 and his defense break there when, you know, the Chandra is moving next and potentially just defending the unit.
Ooh, looking for the provoke there, landing on top of the Water Twins, but the cleanse is going to be coming out from that patter here.
Yeah, Patter also getting the violent proc, not looking to transform back, tries to keep those heals up. And now he might be angling for a defense break and potentially kill on this Cigar.
Yeah, well, he's ramping that damage right into the Fire Barrack. Fire Barrack is not handling it very well. He's on 1 foot in the grave already. We have a defense break that can be used right now for the Water Twin Angels.
Choosing to not go for the defense break there. I would have liked to see a defense break and push up the Fiery Bayek. Now he's really just splitting his damage. Ooh, that is a phenomenal violent proc, however. Misses the heal block though. That is huge.
Missed the heal block. It wasn't enough damage there to get rid of that Cigar, so it's going to get healed up just a little bit here by Abelio, and he's going to put that shield on him, or the hug on the Cigar, and I think that's a brilliant play here because it's going to make our Cigar last even longer now.
Yeah, definitely. I wonder if the skill 2 from the Firebake would have been enough damage to kill the Cigar. I think I personally would have gone for that, but you know, I'm sure KUROMI knows the damage of his units better and choose against that. But now has been saving that Twin Angel skill all this time, finally utilizing to get that strip and almost kill on the Cigar.
Yeah, beautiful skill 3 on the Cigar. He was not able to confirm that kill, but the Gaps is going to be able to confirm it. Both players are trading units at the moment. Do we give credit to the Twins or the Abelio Masha draft?
Yeah, this could still go either way. Masha getting that very crucial violent proc to just delete that Firebake off the field. You know, Firebake never uses... Did he use his skill 3? No, he did use his skill 3 to take down that Cigar there a little bit. But still, you know, being able to remove that from the field is very, very nice for GARRGAR.
Yeah, nice little damage into the Masha from Ragdoll as well. Looking for a stun to stop this unit, but it's not going to matter when we have our cleanse up on our Pata here.
Yeah, this Masha is actually very squishy here, you know, taking a lot of damage. And if this Masha drops here before it is able to take another unit of KUROMI is looking to be in a very, very strong commanding position.
Yep, for sure. Now we have the sustain from the Abelio, so knowing that, you know, Masha can see a ton of damage coming out here, Abelio is going to be proccing and, you know, cutting in, but it's not going to matter too much when that dismount happened there.
Yeah, that is a lot of damage coming into the Patter and just dismounting the Masha, and will Ragdoll have enough to seal the deal here?
Oof. Beautiful stuns are going to be landing across the board right now on the Abelio and that Chandra as well. We have a dismounted Masha that gets absolutely devastated by that Ragdoll right here. We do have a nice stun going out on the Water Twin Angels, though.
It definitely does. Yeah, that Ragdoll damage is coming through. Those Twin Angels stuns to prevent the Chandra from defending a unit. And KUROMI is looking to repeat his performance of taking GARRGAR down 3-2, but it's not over yet.
Now, he's trying, but it ain't over yet. We're going to see where this damage goes in here, because I do feel like he should have healed, but no, he doesn't need to heal. He doesn't need to heal at all.
Yeah, just opts to go for the skill 1 on the Ragdoll, stunning it up. You know, this is dangerous hitting that Ragdoll. You put it in torrent range, you lose a unit. So, just want to be careful there. But now, KUROMI getting a monumental violent proc, cleansing up that Ragdoll once more.
Really pumping in that damage on the Chandra right there. Not getting a defense break either. So we have skills available if he wants to try and use a wild blow to crack that shield, and he does so. Like you said, he's got to be careful not to put him in 30% range.
Yeah, the Twin Angels missing the defense break is very unfortunate. Otherwise, this Chandra might have gone down. But Abelio also getting the violent proc and right back into heals.
Yep, there's that third skill. He's healing. He's trying to provoke. He can't provoke anything there. The only unit you could have provoked was the Water Twin Angels.
Yeah, going for a stun on it now. The Savelio is really, you know, not giving up. He really wants this win here. Getting a lot of violent procs, and now he might be in range to kill this Ragdoll here. But Twin Angels going for the stuns and gets both.
Oh, wow. Getting both stuns there with the Water Twin Angels. That's super, super clutch right now. And that's going to be it for the Chandra. KUROMI's going to be finishing off the rest of GARRGARR's draft there. There's the defense break, but Wild Blow's coming out there, and he does not shake it off here.
Yeah, getting defense broken there just mitigated all the damage from the Savelio, and now Ragdoll's looking to just one-shot it here. And KUROMI will be advancing to the World Finals and the finals of the APAC Cup. Congratulations.